Alrighty guys, so this is actually kind of a weird little angle, but this is going to be posted on my ErikTalks channel, my Electric Talks channel. I keep having to reframe how I say it, but I guess it's called Electric Talks, but it's Erik Talks for my podcast. I don't know how I want to do it, but basically I wanted to tell you guys, or kind of lay out my current workout program / routine, because I get a lot of questions about it. I just got done training legs, and I also did overhead press. Basically what I do, guys, as I don't really ride my bike too much, but I guess you could consider me a cyclist. So I have a lot of endurance athletes that follow my channel and want to know how I structure my workouts and my programming and everything. Now, my current goals are strength and everything, and I've been a powerlifter, so I don't buy into the whole chest day. I don't buy into the whole like back biceps, push pull. I used to do push pull legs type of programming for a long time, and that was great when I wasn't doing a lot of endurance activity. But now the way I structure it is I do full body workouts, so I think that's very, very important, both for the muscle stimulation benefits and just, I mean, the full body benefits that you get out of doing overhead pressing, squatting, deadlifting, bench pressing, I feel are beneficial even for endurance athletes. So I think it's very important to include those for the muscle stimulation aspect to it, and also the metabolic benefits to it as well. So if you guys are, whether you're bulking, cutting, again, something I don't really buy into, but something you understand, it's going to benefit you in those aspects. I mean, it's going to carry over in terms of you having more muscle mass. If you have more muscle mass, you'll burn more calories at rest, and vice versa. If you're trying to if you're trying to lose fat, that's going to benefit you there. And if you're bulking, you're going to be able to stimulate more muscle groups if you're bench pressing, squatting, deadlifting, overhead pressing, all that jazz. So that's something I had to clear first, just so you guys know. That's just the way I've always done it, the way I've loved to train. Another reason why I train that way too is because I love actually going into the gym, training with a low to moderate amount of volume, but in that actual volume, you're putting in the intensity. I think a lot of people buy into the whole more is beneficial aspect to it, when you actually have to think about less is more. If you are an endurance athlete, at least. I mean, actually, scrap that, because it's always the case. I mean, more is never better, in my opinion at least. You could be hammering away at every single curl out there, every single tricep extension, every single bench press. It's not going to guarantee you get more muscle. That's just not the way it works at all. I personally am a fan of actually having a goal every single time I go into the gym, whether it be, well, let's just take, for example, today. I set a goal for myself. I wanted to get my squat at 295 for a triple. While I didn't get it for a triple, I got it for a double. I did still end up hitting a PR at 275 for 5 reps, and that was great. Nice job there, Erik. While utilizing progressive overload every single week, I've been able to increase my squat, I'd say roughly over 30 pounds in about a month and a half, 2 months, which has been great. My bench press is now at 175 pounds for a triple, so that's been increased 40 pounds in about, I'd say, 4 months. And then my deadlift is something I'm very, very I'm stoked about. It's actually gone from I believe I was doing 335 for 5 rep max, and now I'm at 385 for 5 rep max, which is I can't lie, I'm impressed with it. So but then again, guys, I am currently, I'm in a surplus, so that's, don't buy into the you can be in a deficit and still gain muscle, gain strength. You can, don't get me wrong, you can. It's just very hard to do naturally, and usually beginners do well at that. So if you're trying to build muscle and lose fat simultaneously, just develop realistic goals, we'll put it that way. But for my actual programming right now, I do things based on the actual compound movement, or movements, plural, that I'm doing for the day. So what that means is exactly how it sounds. For today's example, I wanted to hit shoulders and I wanted to hit squats. Knowing that I'm probably not gonna actually be able to train tomorrow, I know that since I'm squatting and overhead pressing, I'm getting a full body movement. That's going to carry over. Since I'm not going to be able to train for the next day, I'll probably actually ride my bike tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing any sort of lifting. It's going to carry over well into the next day. I'll be recovered by Friday when I lift again. So by actually overhead pressing, squatting, basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone, Then when I train on Friday, I'll probably do bench and actually just, you know, have a bench day. Then on Saturday, I'll probably go back to deadlifts. Just to kind of sum things up, I make sure I do at least one sort of heavy pressing or pulling movement every single week, and squatting once heavy every single week. But every single week you have to make sure, at least I always tell myself, bench heavy 5x5, squat 5x5 or 3x5. Deadlift is usually not I used to do a 1x5, but now I'm doing 3 reps for each week, moving up to a new 3 rep max, just because the weight is getting heavy and I don't really see 5 reps as being that beneficial for me anymore. And then overhead press 1x5 every single week. Each week, as long as I'm progressively overloading with those movements, whether it's increasing 5 pounds or 10 pounds while utilizing proper form, I'm happy. That's just the way I've been training, and it's the way I like to train. So that is something I just wanted to get out there for everybody. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. If you guys want to know more, let me know again down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.